Okay, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I want to look at On Holding today, shoe company. And I really like this chart. There are like so many different stocks that are showing us this same kind of pattern here. I've got a list of stocks that I call it my on deck list. And so many of them are looking, they got kind of the same kind of look, the same kind of feel as On Holdings, where they've got a little bit, this a little different, but just kind of a gentle pullback to the 50-day moving average. And then so far, the 50-day holds. And so, in fact, I'm going to add this to my list. There. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to show this to you because this is a good way to frame this trade. So I've got this type of thing going on. This is connecting the highs. This is connecting the lows, not precisely, but close enough for what we're trying to do here. And then you can see the 50-day moving average. I've kind of extended it a bit, assuming that we get price action that will kind of maintain this thing. And so what we're seeing is that gradually this is coming back, rebounding off the 50, decent volume, pulling back, getting lower highs here and higher lows right along the 50-day moving average. Now, this is what we want to see because it reflects institutional buying. If institutions are buying a stock and it's trending higher, a lot of times you can just key right off of that 50-day moving average. And as long as the stock is rebounding there, and it's not going to be exact, like sometimes, such as back here, it pulled back below the 50-day for a couple cups of coffee, but then ultimately resumed the trend. But if you just look at the 50-day moving averages, kind of a general line in the sand, so to speak, as long as the stock keeps rebounding on top of that, that's a good indication that buying these dips is the best way to be doing it. And so that's what I would suggest here. You could even buy it here. It would have been nice to catch it maybe even yesterday, something a little bit closer to the 50, but you can see how this thing's trading. It's got quite a bit of room to move still if this pattern is going to be continued up to, say, 65 or something like that. Maybe not quite that. Excuse me, I'm still coming off of a European cold. Anyway, 55, 64, 65, something like that. So this gives you a really good way to frame this trade. You keep a stop just a little bit below the 50-day moving average, and then that's your risk. From here down to about there, it's about 4%. Then on the upside, you've got 12, 13, 14% of upside. That's a pretty good risk reward for this trade. So anyway, that's all I got for you. By the way, write down these tickers. I'm telling you, man, there's money in here. Definitely money in my on deck list. So, which by the way is on Stock Watch, but that's for another show. All right. I'll see you guys Monday. Hope you all are having a great day. Have an awesome weekend and an even better life. Okay.